This is a stock that has been on an absolute tear over the past couple of weeks and months, consolidated for a very long time between $300 and about $250, and now we're trading all the way up around $626. Now, the first thing that I want to say is that when you're looking at a chart like this, whether it's SMCI, Nvidia, anything that's on a massive breakout, there's a couple of things that you have to notice, okay? Number one, yes, this weekly chart is very overextended at this point. Something that you do have to understand, though, is that we did sit here and basically consolidate from May of 2023 all the way up until right now. So for those of you who do not understand how to read charts, or you guys don't understand squeezes, basically the longer that something is going to squeeze for within a tight price channel like this, the longer that that breakout is going to happen. This is why you'll see things like this used to happen with Amazon. It was very easy for Amazon to trade within these shelves and within these ranges waiting for breakouts. We see this with Nvidia as another example, trading between this consolidated level basically from June of 2023 till now, where we're seeing a fundamental reason for the stock to be breaking out. But if we go back to SMCI, I want to just state the fact that yes, this breakout is for a fundamental reason. We are up a lot. And the one thing that's very tough from a psychological perspective for a lot of traders is just trading what is in front of them. And this kind of goes into the levels of consciousness that I think about when it comes to traders, because in the beginning, you don't really know shit. So you just think that you're doing things right. Then the more you learn, you're like, oh my God, there's a lot more to this than I really thought. And then you hit this point where you should be profitable and you should be a good trader because you understand technical analysis. You understand, hopefully, risk management, but instead, everything that should happen doesn't, right? So you look at something like this, and you're like, oh, SMCI, like, I'm going to get puts. This thing is extremely overvalued, blah, 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 blah. Dude, no, like, trade what is in front of you. So this brings us to what's in front of us right now, which is a bullish position on SMCI. Now, I'm not taking this trade. I have way too many trades currently open. And for me to just add on to a position because a position is there, or take a position because a position's there when I already have too much out, it's not smart from a risk perspective, especially when the stock is, up at, $620, to $680. Somebody's going to get stuck holding the bag. But as far as this short-term setup, let's go over it. On the 1 hour, we've just been moving up and up and up ever since earnings. So a lot of people were probably expecting this to be the top. Instead, we get a great beat, push up, consolidation, and now we're continuing our way back up. Today, on this first 1 hour candle of the day so far, right now it's about 11:30, we broke through this prior resistance level at 605, which is, depending upon how many points you consider for break of structure, could be break of structure if you just count 2. But looking at this, that's still breaking into a higher high. And what I was hoping to see was this potential topping around like 640, have an order block pop up, and then wait for the pullback down to 590. So in my perfect world, I would want this back down around 590 to $600, which is why, as I said, I didn't end up getting into it. If it would have pulled back to 600, maybe I would have taken it and over-risked a little bit, but I really don't like to. So in this case, we're looking at this. We're looking for this potential push-up. You can see now that buyers are coming in. We don't know if we're going to end up closing this 1 hour candle here, but so far it's looking pretty good. Next target level would be up at $650 with a stop loss placed at a close under $568.28. So for me, I wouldn't enter this trade at this moment. If you really like SMCI, I would be setting an alert at about 605 to 600 to trigger a potential entry if you wanted to look at it at that point. But I wanted to come in and talk about this because a lot of you guys have been actually asking me about this stock, and I never cover it. And what I'm starting to realize is that if I really do want to help people, I can't just cover the stocks that I want to cover. I should cover all of the stocks that are enticing retail, which in most cases, retail usually gets fucked. So if I want to help people, that's where I should be doing it, even if it's stuff that people don't want to hear. So I hope this video helps, guys. Let me know if you want me to continue to cover this or if you guys have any questions, and comment down below.